we have got the passage. We randomed into Japanese and Celts. And I have made some comments about how to play this map when you don't have the right civ on water. And sometimes I don't follow through with those words. So this time, I think you're going to see me follow through with those words and go, oh crap, I got the Celts and my opponent has got like a top 5 civ on this map, I would say. Probably Portuguese, Vikings would be my top 2, and then after that, Japanese are definitely in that bracket to be right up there. Dravidians, Japanese, Koreans, Armenians, Italians maybe. So yeah, all those, they're all pretty good. And I have the Celts, so that is absolutely not one of those civs. Celts are interesting in the sense that you do get shipwright, you do get dry dock, you do get galleon, you do get heavy demo, you don't get elite cannon galleon, but you get siege engineers, so you get +1. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst. So there's some things that work alright. You get lumberjacks working faster, so it's not awful. It's just not Japanese. So I'm looking at this, and Japanese get all those things. They get the towers on the shoreline as well to be a nuisance with. They get all that stuff. So I'm thinking they get galley line with a line of sight. So I was thinking, all right, we're going to try and make this a little bit messy today. We definitely want to sneak here. This is one of those times where I have to put my love of playing Navy aside, and I need to sneak. I need to get to the other side, and I need to be a little bit of a nuisance here. Now, my opponent, and actually to be fair, me as well in a way, we've started quite centrally, which is interesting. And you can see where I've walked across already with my scout. I only pushed in 2 of my deer, actually. I just gave up on I didn't even look at the 3rd one. Completely forgot. And I'm sending a Vil very, very early. Get 2 fishing ships. I'm not going to pretend that I deliberately missed the 3rd. I just realized too late that I only made 2. And it actually worked out alright. So that was fine. Tiny little bit house, 1 second. Nothing that serious. And I'm also going to get some good value here. I'm going to find his Vil, and he is not loomed. So I'm going to get a free villager here, which is nice. Little small things there to make sure that you should be walled. And then I realized he's here with the scout now, so I thought, alright, let's just run back to the town centre. Let's see what that turns into as well. Opponent is in a very, interesting spot with this at the moment. And you can see my barracks is going up. When I saw my barracks and I saw where I'd placed it, I thought, oh crap, I've played it right next to a house. But he can't see it. I thought, oh, houses have got like 1 tile of vision. So I thought it might be okay. Turns out my opponent's also going man-at-arms, which is quite funny. I am 21 and up. Perfect. Super happy with that. That is what I wanted to do here. It's a bit hard. So 20 you can do with the Japanese. A hybrid 20 with man-at-arms you can definitely do with 3 fishing ships. With Dravidians, I think you can do it. With Bulgarians, you can do it. We've tested a few of these out on Paradise Island recently. But with Celts, I wasn't so confident. I've never done the build order before, so I thought, you know what, let's go 1 extra, 1 later. Especially given my Vil has already made it. I thought, well, that's just awesome now. My Vil's already, I've made it across. I don't really know what this guy was doing. I wanted to drop a range soon anyway. I thought, let's just keep I think I'd delete those balls. They're not even doing anything there. Anyway, besides the point. If anything, I should have walled this side of it. So I was like, alright, let's just send the militia in. Let's just attack the house. Let's see if we can be a nuisance. He's still in Dark Age. Opponent's got his man-at-arms as well, which is important here. Important to note, of course. I wasn't aware of it. Didn't know it was coming. And I'm up, and I thought, alright, we've got plenty of wood, let's just get that range down. And we'll be good. We'll be in a good spot. I could afford man-at-arms. I got a 4th one. I thought that would be handy for me here. Now, my guys move faster. His will attack faster. So I should really not take fights against man-at-arms when he has them. But you can see my uptime is extremely nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get the fire ships out on the field yet. My Ville's going to go down here, which is annoying. So that was a quick couple of buildings and done. But I was able to start prepping the archers. I said, the idea here was to make it messy. I did want to transition then into the dock and into the stuff we got there. So that was my forward ville going down. I got his dock ville. Do I get another villager here? Not quite, but I've idled him a little bit, which is handy. I think I can go back to try and battering down a house. Just be a little bit of a nuisance. And I eventually, you know, this is where it's awkward, of course. This is an awkward sort of start, you know, messy. I haven't really done the sneak before to figure out what my eco spread needs to be. So he's got 6 man-at-arms now. And I'm playing the game at his base, which is important. You know, I take down a house, which might house him slightly, which I think is good. I've got 4v3 here, but again, his will attack faster. I'm not really paying attention. I'm trying to get demos out. I want to go forward now. I want to get... so my first thought was I knew about double barracks, so I thought, alright, let's just prep, because I got nothing at home. So let's just get a couple of demos at home, and then we'll now look to transition here. I'm going to lose everything now, so I need to transition into the water aspect, because that's now where my advantage can be. And we want to now, you know, start looking at the eco again. This demo was being an absolute nuisance, and then that was ridiculous. Like, I didn't even click it there, but anyway, whatever. Could have killed all 5 there, but not to be. It happens. Eco situation. I'm keeping my TC running, which is awesome. I'm happy. I'm going to lose this, but now it's about Navy, and we're going to see a nice little fire ship situation from me here. Because, you know, we're going to have to go farms. I thought, you know what, let's get horse collar. Let's just start tidying a few things up. Need to start spending the res. Need to start getting a little bit aggressive. He sends a rogue man-at-arms across and he loses it. I'm going to take down my houses, so I need to build a few more back at home. And he's going to send another man-at-arms across, and I'm going to get this one with the demo again. I wasn't sure. And then more coming across. It's just... these two I couldn't get to because I'd queued up fires, sadly. And he's just going to be able to run across with 2 man-at-arms. But, I mean, that's just 2 man-at-arms at the end of the day. Not the end of the world. And I thought, you know what? Sometimes I make mistakes here. I let my opponent walk across. I can't just rely on demos. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. I thought, let's just get the walls up. And I'll do the same here. And you can see it's actually not too hard to wall all the way across here. Get the stone walls down. Let's not go over the top here. The man-at-arms are here. I think I get to run one of these vills, but the next one I try to run just a bit too slowly. But we get rid of them. And I realise that we're all actually okay here now. I've got 1,500 more res collected. I've got more villagers because I'm keeping my TC running. And all in all, another demo lands a nice shot on more man-at-arms. I'm not making any more man-at-arms. I'm making ships because this is a water map. Japanese ships are a nuisance to try and get rid of. I've got 2 vills out on the water as well, so I'm trying to do a little bit there. Couldn't quite get some of the repairs in time, but situation really good. I'm spending my res. We're clicking away, clicking everything away. 11 more eco units, 4 fishing ships. Use the market a touch, and I'll be able to click up pretty soon. Opponent should also be looking to click up pretty soon. I don't have a blacksmith. I got the market. I didn't get the blacksmith because I wasn't playing... well, I wasn't playing archers and I wasn't playing galleys. So I never got the blacksmith for fletching and realized that. Rush it down and we click up. 9 seconds idle time, 22 minutes in. I wasn't sure if I was going to be up first or not. Turns out I ever so slightly am. We're winning water. And all in all, I feel like this is... I've accomplished my goal. I have made it chaotic and I have won water, sort of. Or I've got a big lead on water against the Japanese. And I have done the important thing of walling up at home. We'll find out. I think it's okay. I think it will be okay. And he walks across and he gets blown up. It's so... It's so much fun when my opponents do that. Let's be real. It's just a ton of fun. The insurance demos. Maybe I make too many sometimes. This time I was a little bit more... Let's actually get my walls down. Not rely solely on the demos. Got to Castle Agent. I had a few thoughts in mind. I was thinking, how do I best go about this? I snuck the 2 vills that were repairing. I snuck them across again because I was thinking, alright, we still want to keep this messy. I want to get some crossbow. Let's get the workshops down and let's keep this messy. I deny a tower on the shoreline, which is good. Just going to try and boom. I'm staying 1 TC for now. I got my wheelbarrow in. I figure it's okay to stick to 1 TC. I want to make sure I've got the water. If he's not docking, then there's only so much he can do. My thinking is, when you're in this situation, is to drop a castle on the shoreline. Generally, that's the way I go about this. But, having tried it a few times, and then realizing the res sync that involves, I feel like it might just be better just to try and force down like 6 docks at once. Get 1,000 wood, send 12 villagers. Instead of sending 12 villagers to drop a castle, send 12 villagers to just try and drop 6 docks at the same time. We have a fun one here. I'm trying to actually wall in his stone, his gold, because I realize I'm not going to be taking this. Let's just stonewall this guy in. Getting some rams. Want to start pushing back these towers. They're only watchtowers. The uni's only going down now. And again, we're denying towers. It's really, really good. Transport. I want to get the relics. And it just feels like I've accomplished the goal. Like, these are the things that I have watched on this map and tried to figure out, okay, how do we make things messy and keep things... I don't know if I killed this. I sent my rams here just as he wanted to drop a castle here. So that was quite nice for me. Kind of denied the castle, we take down some of the towers, but this push is not going to work fully because he's making longswords out of a couple of barracks. But, at the same time, I figured, you know what? Let's cross, let's get my own castle fort. I can sell my way to Imp here. I reckon this is the way to go about this. He wants to go castle on the shoreline here now. I'm not aware of this. I would deny this with... Well, I don't have a lot of galleys, but I would deny this, even though there are guard towers there. Or at least postpone it. Oh, actually, no, I can deny it. I can sit here, right? But I'm on the way to Imp. That's the most important thing. I wanted to make sure my castle got up, which it did. And now we just got to make sure we get the relics. I get Stronghold as well. Just starting to think about what comes next with the game. I want Imp. I want to get up. I didn't know if I would be first up. I had a feeling I would be. I thought my timing was pretty good, given I was only 1 TC. No idle time either. Like, we just had a really, really good position here. We knew that we were forward. If you also look around, I've dropped outposts everywhere, so my entire home base is completely visible. So even if there is a transport that comes across, I at least get a little bit of vision about it, a little bit of a warning. And now we're up. But we've still got to worry a little bit about what the Japanese can do. They are a strong civ. They can do that ram longsword push quite well. They can try and push back this castle. And of course, if the castle does get pushed back, it's a bit of a problem. So we don't get Bracer, which is a problem as well for the late game. We're going to lose the stuff we've got here, but it's fine. Let's get Galleon. I think I look for Galleon. I'm definitely clearly getting chemistry. I want to get some cannon galleons because I need to not allow a pushback on water. So I need to... The cannon galleons are the trigger point here. I think it's so important to go fast chemistry and get your siege ship out. Gonna drop another... I'm gonna drop a castle here as well. Again, the protection. Just thinking, situation's good. And he comes in. I had some Woad Raiders in there, but I had enough galleons. War galleys, sorry. I hadn't even upgraded them yet. I had enough war galleys not to allow this to be a problem. And with Stronghold as well, my Woad Raiders were self-healing, or were healing underneath there too, I believe. That's what it does. They attack faster, and they healed allied infantry. Brilliant. And now it's time to get my Trebs out. And I'm just thinking, we're good. I've done a lot of good things, and I get my cannon galleons out, of course. And I want to start taking down this castle, which is, of course, massive, right? Yasama Towers are... Oh, they are in, but Kataparuto Trebs would be a problem, so I don't want him to get them. And that will drop. And now, from this point, I feel like I've kind of done what I need to do. I've done enough to make it so messy that I haven't allowed the Japanese to dominate water. I'm dropping, just got one build here, he's just dropping houses. I'm just thinking, alright, let's just do what we can. That's being, you know, that annoyance is there. I throw some Woad Raiders into the fight. I've got a lot of res. A little bit tough sometimes to spend that res. I don't know what the avenue, or the yeah, okay, my Woad Raiders get shredded there. So I don't know what the relationship is there, but not good for me. Not having any blacksmith upgrades is probably out a fair bit. So this game is won, right? It's very much won. We're in a great spot. I don't even have that many fishing ships, but it looks really good. And now I just get to push forward, and it's kind of fun. Like, it gets to a point, at this point it's still fun. It's still like, damn, I'm doing really well. Part of me's thinking, is there a counterplay? But if we look at the, like, there's a counterplay planned somewhere. He's obviously thinking about something, and it's the two-handed swords and the champs. And I just have to think about what my right play is. Now, I don't really play with the Celts a lot, and therefore I'm not really super cluey on it. Like, I'm not immediately switching on going, oh yeah, of course, we're up against infantry, just get my 25% faster attacking, potentially 40% plus HP, and Siege Workshop working faster, heavy Scorpions on the field. It's just not what comes to mind first, but I very much think about it eventually, and you're going to see me drop a few more workshops, and then go towards said. And then I'm telling, and at this point I was like, okay, we've got this game now. Like, I got 6 relics here. I've won this game. But yeah, you can see the relics. Was it 7 relics? Those relic monks both have relics? I don't know. Maybe I only had 5 relics. I was lying. I only had 5 relics. But yeah, I'm getting the Scorps now. I'm just thinking, alright, get Ballistics, get the Scorpions out. And then this is all he's really got. And I'm just like, I'm blowing things up on the side. So this game was done. I just wanted to show the start of it. He does have one more fight in him, which is extremely satisfying for me. So we'll watch it through to the end. But yeah, this is good. Does he know what I'm building up? He can see the Scorpions being collected here. I don't know if he's trying to get champ or not. Oh, I've got the water. He's actually tried to redock. Ah, fun. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because I'm patrolling the shoreline. I've even dropped some outposts on this side. So now I can just get full vision over his base as well. Get the HP on the Scorpions. Turn them into, what's that, 84 HP, which was nice. He's going to take down my houses, because, like, what else are you going to do with these guys? He's waiting for champs. We just wanted one big fight with the champions, but, I mean, there's nothing here. I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm going to get the Trebs and just start taking everything down. Trebs will do the buildings. Scorpions will do all the rest. I was housed ever so briefly. I was able to drop a few more out the back at home. And then I just get to hold here with my heavy Scorps and, you know, get a very nice win and stay above 1500. And here we go. In come the champs. Let's slow it down. Enjoy this fight. A bunch more are going to come in. There's 42 champions here. And they're just going to get absolutely shredded by the Celt Scorpions. Super satisfying fight to end a game that I am pretty proud of, actually, because I did very well to make it messy at the start and not allow things to just play meta, because playing meta would result in a big loss. And he was actually trying to play off meta as well with the Man-at-Arms, which I get, of course. The Japanese got such a nice clean build at the start, so you can. I would also just have liked it from his perspective to go forward. Like, drop the dock and just go forward and drop the just drop the barracks forward immediately. Would I have seen it? Maybe, but I think it's worth a go, to be honest. See, if you're gonna go with land army, don't do it from home blindly. Like, do it from your opponent's base. Go forward. That's my recommendation there if you do play this map. But yeah, it was a good fun game, that one. We could see he went heavy with the champs. My woads probably didn't need them so much. Probably should have gone with a few more heavy Scorps earlier. But overall, very happy with the way this played out. And kept my TC running, which is another thing I see when I play some of these games, and it's just maybe when things get messy early, I do make sure my TC is running. And I think that is definitely a strength of mine. I guess the weakness then comes back to the army, but we take the strengths whilst we've got them, and yeah, got a little win there, and I thought that would be a nice one to kick us off today, just to have a look around at some of the fun that I have been having. Also nearly hit the hour mark. I mean, this game was over earlier. Whenever I said I had the relics, that was the point where I realized 50 minutes. I guess that was only 8 minutes before, but I also only had 5 relics, so maybe he knew that. But yeah, this guy had like, oh yeah, he threw the scout away as well. When the scouts ran back, the scout ran into my TC, so got a very nice victory because of that. So I kept my scout alive all game. That guy was just hovering back and forth. Probably could have thrown him forward, but yeah, good fun.